Oy. Something's happening, of course. Mm. Oh, technology. Hello, 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 friends. Come on in the room, everyone. Come on in. I am here on this hot Thursday. I don't know where you all are, but it's hot here in New York. And I'm here though, and I'm really excited to be on to chat with one of my favorite designers. She has a beautiful pattern in the Crochet Foundry Magazine for the month of July, and we're going to get into that pattern. We're going to talk about her inspiration behind it and all the good things. So come on in. Hello, Raw Meals and Jen and Jessica so far. Come on in. Let me know who you are and where you're coming in from, and I will show you some. Yolanda, my good friend, how are you, darling? Hey, Karen, how's it going? I'm sure you can identify with the heat that we're feeling. It's like muggy, and that makes it not fun. So yeah, just trying to stay cool in this heat. So come on in, everybody. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. Raw Meal says it's pretty hot upstate too. Yeah, it's kind of hot. And then like we had some weird rain things happening the last 2 days. Like the sun would be out, it'd be beautiful, and then downpour of rain. So it's been an interesting summer so far. I'm gonna wait until we have like 11 people on a live, and then I'll bring in my designer for the day. Hello, Jessica in Orlando. I know it's hot over there, honey. I was watching the news and they were talking about the coral reefs and how they're dying because the water temperature in Florida was like 91 degrees. Can you imagine? 91-degree water? That's insanity. Hey, Dava from Missouri. She said it is hot and humid. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it is hot and humid. Hello, Froggy. So glad that you were able to join us today. The Kid 7691. It is flaming hot. Barbecue flaming hot in Michigan. Yeah, y'all, it's hot. I don't And then I was watching a little bit of the FIFA World Cup, the women playing, and they are in Australia and New Zealand, and it's cold over there. So I just love the world. The world is just so amazing. Like I can be talking about how hot it is, and across the ocean, across the world, they're saying how chilly it is. Just amazing to me. All right. So we have enough people in the room. Wanted to make sure that we had an audience before I brought on my amazing designer for the day. It is the one and only Miss Quinn. She is going to come on and chat with us about her beautiful pattern in the Crochet Foundry magazine. Welcome her, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
I love that background, but I think we all need to see your face nice and big. So, hello,
Yeah.
Marty. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And where are you in the world?
So I am actually in Idaho, of all random places.
Okay. And how's the weather in Idaho?
Terrible. It's very hot. Yeah.
So hot. It's so funny because a lot of us, now are starting to think about Christmas gifts and what we're going to make for
Yep.
Christmas. And we're thinking about fall makes and all that stuff. But it's like, I want to crochet, but I am so hot. So
Yep. So hot.
right? So,
Yeah.
you know me, I'm keeping it small. I'm keeping it with dolls and earrings and things like that because to like drape a blanket on me right now,
Yeah.
it's not the thing to do.
Yeah. I have a blanket pattern that's just sitting there waiting for because I'm like, I'm not doing it. Nope.
Unless you're sitting in like a frigid room, like my
Right.
right? Like my grocery store, not too far from me, it is always ice cold in there. And I'm
Take
like,
your crochet to the grocery store.
this is what I'm saying. Set up shop in the poultry area. Imagine.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Now, Quinn, how many patterns have you done for Crochet Foundry?
I think I'm at 4 now, but one of them isn't published.
Okay.
So
I
One of them's a surprise.
I love it. I'm just always so excited to talk to designers and learn about their patterns. So tell us the name of the pattern that you have in the magazine this time around, and of course your inspiration behind it.
Absolutely. So it is called the Star-Crossed Wrap,
Mhm.
Star-Crossed Double Wrap. It is a double shawl that ties in the front so that it stays put when you're wearing it and you don't have to like fight it or mess with it if you're moving around a lot.
I'm gonna see
It
if
can
I can present.
also,
I want to see if
what'd
I
you say?
can try. I'm gonna try and present it so everybody
Oh,
can
yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And I made it out of one of my favorite yarns, which is Lion Brand Trubu. It's perfect for summer because it's so cool and just breathable. And then it can be worn so many different ways. It can be like a cover up for a swimsuit, or it can be like thrown over the shoulder, worn open. And I like crossed in the front and tied with a belt. Like I love how it can be worn so many different ways. It's so convertible.
That is super fun. I love this design that's in it. Can you tell us a little
Thank
bit
you.
about the stitches?
Yeah. So my inspiration for the stitches actually stems from I'm a cross stitcher too. And
Mm.
I like combining that look with crochet. So I chose a crossed stitch so that it would make little X's across the fabric. Um, and it also creates just like a little texture on it because they're a little bumpy. And I just love the combination.
So pretty. And so
Thank
it's
you.
a crossed double crochet. So
Yes.
you leave a stitch open, or how does a crossed double crochet work?
So I actually think it might be treble crochets, but the way that it's done is you work ahead and skip a couple stitches, and then you go back and work a couple the stitches that you skipped,
Mhm.
and then I do a row where it's worked evenly across the top, and it just creates an X in the fabric and a row of X's.
Really, really pretty. What was the inspiration behind it? Ooh, look at the
um,
back, y'all. Y'all see the back?
it's so cool. I
Oh
love
my
it.
goodness.
I love it. I really just wanted to create a different kind of garment. I don't see this kind of thing very often. And so I wanted to just kind of show how versatile crochet can be and how you can make something new out of it that most people don't make or wear. And yeah.
I love it. I love it. I think it's an absolutely beautiful pattern. How long does it usually take to work up?
Um, so the way that it's worked, it's long rows.
Mm,
And I want to say like one color section maybe took me an hour. So it wasn't too bad. It
yeah.
worked out pretty quickly.
Now I see that the back, like, is it made together and then you split off, or like how
It's
is the back constructed?
it's actually seamed, and I
Oh,
did that so that it would be two identical sides mirroring each other.
makes sense. Makes
Yes.
perfect sense. Now I'm always, do I have to gauge swatch and all of that?
I mean, not really.
Y'all already
Don't
know
tell
how I
anybody.
feel about gauging. Y'all already know. Y'all.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We don't always do those sorts of things over here. No, you don't really need to gauge swatch because it's such an open fabric that like you can just make it the length that you want. Like you can add or remove numbers of stitches and
Mm,
just like make it how you want. And then I think like as long as you have a multiple of 4
mhm.
with 2 and then plus 2, you can just do what you want to do and have it whatever size you like. You can also add like width to it so that it's more drapey and down on your arms, which I think would be
Mm.
really cool.
I think that would be really awesome for the cooler months, like, something you could.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who wear those cardigans and you do the whole wrap thing, like
The
you can
whole wrap.
sit
Wear
around.
a blanket.
Yes, I love that. That's really, really pretty. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing this
you.
amazing design with us. I just always am inspired by designers. And another thing that I love about Crochet Foundry is how size inclusive it is. So,
Yeah.
any recommendations about the sizing for this garment?
So that the size that I made for the magazine is really just kind of, I wanted it to be a size that could fit like most people and
Mhm,
work well for them.
mhm,
And the only suggestion that I would have is just to add or take away the sections of color work.
mhm.
If you want it to be wider or broader or come down more on the side. But like, I mean, you saw it on the model, it looks amazing. And then like, yeah, yeah. And like my testers all made the same size and we're all different sizes. And like, I think it looks great on everybody. Like,
Yeah, it just, I'm telling you, Crochet Foundry, I know I always say this whenever I do a live, but Crochet Foundry and the size inclusiveness of the patterns that are selected for the magazine, I like
yeah.
so appreciate that because you don't feel like one, you're wearing a blanket, right?
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
why a lot of, plus size women are like, I'm not gonna wear that because it looks like I'm wearing, a blanket. Um,
Yeah.
the design is just so beautiful and seamless, and like you said, the texture that's involved, like, I love it. I love it. I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And that was actually a huge part of why I wanted to work with Crochet Foundry to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
because I decided when I started crocheting that I was like, I am going to grade for as many sizes as I can because I don't want somebody to feel like they can't wear something,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not a tiny person myself. So I'm like, here, see it on me,
Right.
and like crochet is for everybody. I think that everyone should get to make their own garments.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
So tell though for those who do not know you, tell us how you got started in crochet, all that good stuff. Give us your back.
So I became obsessed with crochet when I was very little. And I'm left-handed, in a family full of right-handed people. And I was like, you have to teach me how to crochet. Like, I have to know. And no, everybody was like, I don't know how to show you. Like,
Mhm,
it's backwards and it doesn't work.
mhm.
And then my older sister figured out how to show me. And I was like, cool, I'm good now. And just like took my yarn.
How
And I
did
was like,
how did she show you? How did she teach you?
so she sat across the table from me,
Mhm,
and showed me mirror image. And I honestly think I don't, I crochet like mirror image. So I don't necessarily crochet like all left-handed people crochet,
mhm,
because the way that I learned it was like looking in a mirror.
mhm,
So I
mhm.
I think I might crochet a little different, but it works for me.
I
I
think
was like, good enough.
yeah, whatever works. And I love that your sister found a way to help you figure it out. And so
Yeah.
when she showed you, you mirrored her, you were off to the races.
Yeah, exactly. And I would like steal scraps of yarn from their projects and then like store them away so that I could play with them. And then I would like, I mean, we're all against gauge swatches, but I would make little like pieces of fabric and try different stitches and stuff.
Mhm.
So, and we didn't have like a stitch dictionary or anything like that. And this is before the internet. So I just like made stuff up.
I think that is so cool. I think that's how the Stitch Dictionary came about, right? Just from people
Probably
making things up. Like, what happened if I do,
did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite stitch?
Ooh, very good question. My favorite stitch is, I call it the lemon peel,
Mm,
but it's the combination of double crochet and single crochet.
mhm,
I love the fabric that comes from it. I
mhm,
love making it. I
mhm,
love just the versatility of it.
mhm.
Like, you can design anything with that stitch. And I love it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful stitch. I never
Yes.
know the names of stitches, but that is definitely one that I like. The lemon
Yeah.
peel is
Yeah.
definitely, I haven't used it recently, but I think I might have to do that. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, try and
You
make
should. I love it.
double crochet and single. I think I like that.
Yeah.
What stitch do you dislike? Like what stitch is like, oh, that one?
So it's kind of weird,
Mhm.
but I actually hate making pieces of fabric out of double crochet.
Really?
Really.
Why?
I don't even think it's the stitching. I think I don't like the look of it.
Mm,
I just I can do rows of single crochet, half double crochet, even treble crochet, but for some reason, something about just the rows of straight double crochet, I'm like, so
Really?
boring.
That's so interesting. Like, it's just boring.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Okay.
hate how this looks.
Oh my goodness. I think the double crochet might be my go-to stitch because it makes everything go faster.
It
Like,
does.
I have
I
to do
kind of wish I liked it.
it makes everything go faster. So yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I'm a double crochet and I have double crochet person,
Yeah.
but
I
you know,
love half double crochet.
yeah, half
So,
double crochet is a good stitch. That's
yes,
a
it
good
is.
stitch. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good stitch. Okay, another question. Are you, when you double crochet, single crochet, have double crochet together, do you
Oh,
do
yeah.
it in the front loop only or do you do it in both loops?
So for me, it depends on what I'm working on.
Mhm,
If I'm doing amigurumi,
mhm,
I do the front loop and work them together. If
mhm,
I am doing a garment, I often will do both loops because it makes a more stable edge.
mm,
And so, like, if you're decreasing along a seam,
mhm,
and I'm doing them together, I will do both loops because it makes a more stable seam. And I think the way that like a seam on a crochet garment looks, I think is really cool. And I think the decreases make it look really neat. So
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of seams, I'm trying to make a dress for my daughter, y'all. Don't It's
Yeah.
on the YouTube, like, okay, how do I do this? And my seam is not straight. It's going up.
Oh.
How do I fix that? What do I do? Teach me.
So is it worked one piece in turning rows?
Yes.
So the way that I would recommend it
Mhm.
is, and I don't know what the like what the stitch design is on it, but I would make sure that you
It's a
stitch in
double
the
crochet.
is it double crochet? Yes. No judgments here.
Okay.
I would look at it and I'd be like, maybe I'll just like throw another stitch in there. It'll be fine. I would recommend that you at the seam chain one
Chain
and
one.
double crochet in the first stitch
Mhm,
all the way around, and
mhm,
then maybe skip the last stitch and join it there and then turn, because
mm.
then your seam should stay straighter than if you're skipping the first step or chaining too many at the beginning.
Right. I think that's what I did. I think I did the chain at the beginning, but I didn't skip a stitch. And I was like, well, why is the numbers off? And then I fixed the
Oh,
numbers, and
yeah.
then it was like doing that kind of sideways thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing that might work is if you maybe chain 3
Mm-hmm.
and then skip a stitch on either side of it, so that it's making like a seam down the side, but like it should stay straighter.
So wait, so chain 3,
Yeah.
skip a stitch, go into the next one all the way around, skip that last stitch, and
And then slip
join.
stitch it together.
Okay,
Yeah.
good idea. I love a good idea. I'm here. Anybody in the comments have an idea of how you keep your seams straight? I am just not that girl. And with doll dresses, it's like it don't matter. Ain't nobody gonna see the seam.
Right. Exactly.
I don't want her to have on a dress and the seam is supposed to be on the side and this on the
It goes from the back all the way up. It's a swirl dress.
Mom, what were you thinking? Like, I'm sorry, I was trying to figure it out. I didn't gauge swatch. I didn't do Okay. Another question for you. I'm just gonna do some
Yeah.
rapid fire questions for you.
I
Do
love it.
you block? What is the
Ooh, very good
blocking
question.
rule? Mhm.
So for me, it depends, because I have found that not all fabrics need to be blocked.
Mm.
So if you have like a denser, chunky item,
Mhm.
I might steam it a little bit just to make it like floof out and look, nice and even, but I won't necessarily pin it down and block it.
Mm.
I have found that the blocking is more necessary if you're using a wool yarn
Wool. Okay.
or if you have an open stitch. So blocking with my design for this magazine, for the magazine this month, it did help open up the crossed stitches a little bit so that you could see them a little bit better. But like, I made a chunky cardigan in the spring and I did not block it because I was like, it's all chunky and it like the stitches are all together and it didn't really need to be blocked out at all. So like if you have curling or if you need to open up the stitches to make it a bigger gauge, I think it's more important. And if you're working with wool yarn, it does change like the size of the fabric.
Right.
But like with the bamboo yarn, like I used in this month, it was like, it doesn't really change that much. It might open up the stitches a little bit, like, but most of the time it's just going to stay about the same.
Got it. I love these little, tidbits of education because you guys, well, for a granny square, you would recommend blocking.
I would, just to make sure that it's like squared up. I would just do the corners to make sure that it's even. And yeah, but like if you're making it in a tighter stitch, it's not necessarily going to change much. It might just make it lay flatter and more even.
Got it.
Yeah.
I did a granny square. I don't know where I put it. A granny square bucket hat. And I used like a cotton something. It's stretchy. Something.
Yeah.
That I got, right? So it's really stretchy.
Ooh.
Right? So
I love that.
Should I block that, you think? Or
I would be careful blocking it because the cotton will actually pull, like if you pull it too much, it will keep that shape. Because it stretches more, but it will stay. So where the bamboo might come back together after, and and scrunch back up after you block it, the cotton is going to stay bigger. So I would actually recommend not
blocking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. Now I know the folks in the comment section, they just talking among themselves. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks to everyone who recently joined us. I see you, Granny D. Thank you so much for coming on. Not the end. I'm Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm here chatting with Quinn. She is one of the designers of the July issue of the Crochet Foundry Magazine, and she has a beautiful wrap. It's called the Star-Crossed Double Wrap. It is fabulous. If you not purchase your July issue, please make sure you go and do that. You do not want to miss out on this beautiful, beautiful pattern.
It's a good collection of wearables. I love it.
I mean, there's some really nice things in this issue. Like we have this cute popcorn sweater by Jane Green. I hope I get a chance to chat with her. It's super cute and something I think my daughter would absolutely wear. So I'm gonna have to bookmark that one. And then that's cute. Really, really.
I liked the skirt too with the.
Yes, it just okay.
So cute.
If I could do a screen share again, so you guys see this magazine because y'all need to see it. Let me see screen share.
It is so cute.
Magazine. Let me go up. There are. So first of all, can we get into the cover?
Yep.
Can we talk about how beautiful this cover is? Oh my God.
Amazing.
So it's 7 sunny designs and an interview or what do you call them? It's not.
I think it was an interview. Yeah.
Okay. So
the spread with Celeste Turner.
Yes, who I've had on Mrs. Deveter Live in the past. I feel like it was last year at the beginning of the year. I had the opportunity to chat with Celeste and it was a great interview. So if you're on YouTube, just go to the Furls Crochet YouTube channel and search for Mrs. Deveter and you'll find our interview. It was really, really good. So we have, look, this is the skirt.
Yes.
Y'all see this? I mean, really. Look at this magazine. Love this kitty cat on it. The magazine is beautiful, you guys. If you have not purchased it yet, you should. It has inspiration board. Look at this dress.
Look at that dress there. See? Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness. Look at these stitches.
Yes.
Serious right now? Like it just has beautiful things in here. And then Flip the Bird blanket. Matthew, fabulous, fabulous. I
Fabulous.
know that he and Pam are going to be going live tomorrow. So
Oh, fun.
yes, they'll be going live tomorrow, from what I understand. So make sure you stay connected and in tune with what's going on. I just want to share the magazine because it's just beautiful.
It's
This is
beautiful.
telling you all the things that you would get in this kit. It's a fabulous kit. Look at these yarn colors.
Oh, they're
Quinn,
gorgeous.
have you seen these colors?
Yes. And
Goodness.
the way that they put them together, it was just like, oh, I
Pam
love that.
is such a genius when it comes to
Mhm.
color combos.
Yeah.
With these hooks. I mean, it's just a fabulous kit that you can do. And then we have the Sun-Kissed Summer Dress, which is
Ooh,
fabulous. Oh, so pretty. I love these stitches. I have to learn about these stitches because
I
they're
do too. That's so
wait, wait,
pretty.
wait. What are they? What are those stitches? It's like a chain, maybe?
Or maybe like an extended stitch where you pull. I don't know. It was so pretty though.
A chainless double crochet. I think it's called a chainless double crochet.
No, it's so pretty. I love
It's
what the designer did.
beautiful. A chainless double crochet. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that. But like there's just so many amazing patterns in here
Yeah.
and recipes. Like there's all kinds of.
Oh yeah.
Did you give a recipe?
I did. Mine is the lemon loaf, which is it's one of my favorites.
Look at this lemon loaf.
It's so good.
Oh, oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks so good. So you
Uh-huh.
get some recipes in here and then more fabulous patterns. I love this. This looks
I
like
do
it work up
too.
super fast.
Yeah. And then it's
Right?
such a fun, like over the
Yeah,
top, like, oh,
I love this. So
such a
pretty.
good idea.
Shadow box shell. So, so pretty.
So cute.
And here
There's
is
the skirt.
skirt. Can we talk about
I
this
just
skirt?
want to give her snaps. The designer did amazing.
All the
It's so cute.
snaps. It is so adorable. The
Yes.
azalea bush. So cute.
Yes.
Like there are just fabulous, fabulous designs in here. If you and this wonderful inspired design. This is her daughter. So beautiful. So it's worth getting. If you have not purchased your subscription yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. If
Yeah.
this edition yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You need this magazine in your life, like seriously.
Yeah.
So you said you have another design coming out in the for
I
the
do. I do.
I'm so
In the
excited.
winter.
In the
In
winter.
the winter. Yes.
For those of you who are designers, Quinn, can you tell them a little bit about the process for designing for Crochet Foundry?
Yeah, absolutely. So I really love how it's set up. They make it so easy to find like where to send a submission, to sign up for the designer newsletter and stuff that that just comes directly to your inbox. I think you can even find them on Ravelry and look up like and just be able to follow the magazine and they'll tell you when the calls are coming out. Like I really love that it's so just like open and easy to find and like it's very inviting. And then they send out the call. You can tell them your idea of what you have. And like I always feel like it's really good to have like a clear idea of what it is that you want to make before you submit it, because the more information that they have, the easier it is for them to decide if that's the right one for the magazine, that issue. And then you tell them your idea. Sketches are great. Pictures, if you've already like made a sample. Swatches are really great to include. Your inspiration, what your idea behind it is all good information to send to them. And then I would also just like to say that I think it's really important to remember that if you weren't picked for the magazine, that it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the design. It just means that it might not have been the right fit, or it might just have been there's so many designs and they have to decide and to just like remember that your design is still worthy and beautiful, and you can do, you submit it another time, you can publish it yourself. Like, just remember that it's not an insult if it's not taken. So
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Quinn. It's so
yeah,
important, that people know just because you didn't get picked this time doesn't mean that you shouldn't submit again. And that, like you said,
absolutely.
you should go ahead and self-publish or,
Mhm.
work with another one. But don't
Yeah.
don't get down on yourself. Definitely continue to push forward. That was really cool,
Yeah.
Quinn. Thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate it. Now, I saw in the comment section someone mentioned the top you have on right now. Is that one of
Oh yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah, this is actually a design. This is Tunisian crochet. And it's okay, so we were talking about size inclusive.
Uh-huh.
So it is a faux cardigan where it's seamed down the front, because I am busty and I get really tired of the pull between the buttons.
Mhm.
So it's called, oh, let's see if I can remember the name. I think it's the Tunisian mesh faux cardigan. And I have it for sale in all of my shops and stuff. But this was a design that I think I did last year, or maybe the first part of this year, and I love it. It comes with
It's beautiful.
bundles.
Ooh,
So
cool.
yeah,
Can you talk a little bit about the seam here? Like, what is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's actually like most collars are like an applied crochet stitch to do the ribbing. So
Mhm.
what I did here was I actually just did straight rows that go all the way around, and then they repeat back and forth. So it's actually just worked in one piece. You don't have to attach the ribbing or anything.
What?
Um, yeah, it's so easy. Like, I made it like it's worked in pieces and then seamed, but then all of the details, like it's all worked in one piece. It's just like, and then the finish on it, yeah, is just like, I can't show it very well. It has the full seam, and then I put the buttons on the top, and then it stays closed, and
Honey,
like
can
it's
I
so
just
comfortable
I'm
to
just
wear.
gonna say this. I'm just gonna say it out loud. This looks like
Okay.
something you bought from a store because
Oh,
it is so well put together. Like, I'm looking,
thank
I'm
you.
what's the name of the pattern? You gotta tell the
It's
people.
it's
And
called the Tunisian mesh faux cardigan,
the
because
two
it's a pretend cardigan.
and where can they get it? Where can we get this beautiful pattern? What's your
It
social?
is
What
it
can
is
we
on my
do?
website, ilaquinndesigns.com. It's
Okay.
on my Ravelry, my Etsy, Lovecrafts. Like, it's in all the shops.
It's absolutely
Thank you.
beautiful. Like the seaming, that hands down. Did
Hands
you
down.
use a Tunisian hook or were you fine with the regular crochet hook?
So I did use a Tunisian hook, but I used a very short cord, and you could use a regular crochet hook for it.
Okay.
I would recommend putting a stopper on the end so
Mm.
that your stitches don't fall off the back. But because of the mesh stitch,
Mm.
it's very open, and you could use a regular crochet hook for it, or even just like the straight Tunisian hooks that I think Furls has some, or they sell like at Joann's and Michael's. But like,
Mm.
you could just use a regular hook and like put a rubber band on the end of it or something so that your stitches don't fall off. But
Mhm.
yeah, it all squishes up really small and then comes back out. So
It's I mean, okay, I'm gonna stop like drooling over your
oh, thank
cardigan, but
you
it's
so
absolutely
much.
beautiful. What kind of yarn would you recommend for that? What ply rather?
So this is a level 3.
Okay.
This is actually Trubu. It's the same yarn.
Okay, okay.
I might have an addiction. It's fine. Um, I
Okay.
was like, I'm apparently just designing everything with bamboo yarn now.
If you find something you like, stick with it.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
yeah. But it's a level 3, so a DK weight.
Mhm.
But this is one of those that like you could probably use a couple different sizes of yarn. Like, you could probably even make it out of fingering, just
Mm.
because of the way that the stitches work, where it's not going to change the gauge too much using a different size yarn. So yeah.
I love it. Someone wants to know, is
Thank
Tunisian hard to learn?
It is not, especially this stitch. So the thing about this pattern is that all of the details on it are done in regular crochet. And then the mesh stitch is the only Tunisian stitch that you use. And it is just so easy, like, to learn how to do. It's like, if you can learn how to Tunisian simple stitch, which is just the basic, like their single crochet, and then the mesh stitch is so easy to do. And I give like instructions on how to do it in the pattern. I don't just, you know, it's one of those where I don't just expect people to know how to Tunisian crochet or just give the name. I actually go through how to make the stitch. So
very cool. Another question. Do you use the same hook size on the bands or size up or down for it?
It is the same hook size that I used for making the Tunisian. So it really only requires one hook if you're using a hook that you can use, that you can like smush the stitches onto the handle, and then
It's the same hook size. It doesn't
it
change.
is.
Now, folks want to know your socials and stuff, and I'm going to type it in. So you spell it out for me, and I will put it in here.
ILAQUINN, and then designs.
On everything.
On everything. Yep.
Okay. All right. I have shared it with the people, and please go and follow her. I know that you are going to be so excited about all the amazing things she creates. Now, we have to do a giveaway because we're here. So
absolutely,
I'm going to give away a copy of the June issue of the magazine. I don't want you all to do anything. There were people in here who have been commenting the whole time, so I'm just going to scroll the comments. Not asking y'all to do a thing.
So you guys were active, so you don't have to be punished.
Exactly. Just go ahead and Quinn, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. The Naked Snail.
I love that name.
Congratulations to you, my friend. You are the winner of the Crochet Foundry July issue. Please email crochet support at crochetfoundry.com and let them know that you are today's winner, and they will get you that magazine. I don't know about you, Quinn, but I have had so much fun. This has been an awesome chat. I learned some stuff, and yeah, I'm going to follow your directions and try and fix that dress, because I don't know. I need the seam to go the right way and not go to the side, because I did something terribly wrong. Congratulations to the Naked Snail. I hope you all have an amazing remainder of your day, that you have something fun on your hook. And if you don't, hope you put something fun on your hook. Before we started, Quinn and I were chatting, and she said she liked what I was doing. I said, I'm just having fun. And when it stops being fun, I'm going to stop doing it. So I am having fun. Quinn, I hope you are too, and can't wait to be with you again very, very soon. Hopefully in the winter for your next pattern.
Yes.
You guys, like I said, I believe Pam is going live tomorrow with MX Domestic. So make sure that you tune in. Make sure that you are here for all the fun that they are going to have. Thanks, everybody. Have a fabulous day. Bye.